What if I told you that Claude could open up the Y Combinator directory, pull every single startup that falls within your ICP off of the page, and give you verified emails for every single founder? Well, I did exactly that, and I ended up with this list of just over 4,000 emails, all just using Claude and only one tool, doing all of the work while you just sit back and watch, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same. For step one, we're going to first install the Claude Chrome extension. The Claude Chrome extension allows you to interact with Claude while you're using any website without having to switch tabs. You can highlight text on a page and ask Claude about it directly, or even fill out forms and take screenshots. Basically, Claude can see and do exactly what you can see and do. Whereas in the browser and desktop version of Claude Chat, Claude can only perform web search, but it can't control pages or click on any buttons. In order to download the Claude Chrome extension, first we'll go to the Chrome Web Store and we'll search for Claude. And this is the one that we want, so we'll go ahead and click and add to Chrome. Add extension, and Claude has been added to our Chrome. Once you've installed the Claude Chrome extension, it's going to open up another tab just asking you to authorize it to connect to your Claude Chat account. Go ahead and click authorize, and we're all set. Now we just want to click on this little puzzle button that we see here at the top right next to our search bar, and where you see Claude, go ahead and click on this little pin so that way it's always pinned next to our search bar. Go ahead and close out your extensions box. And now we can go over to the Y Combinator page. From the Y Combinator homepage, I'm just going to go up here to Companies and select Startup Directory. Now I want to open up my Claude Chat on the side. And because this is our first time using the Claude Chrome extension, it's just going to ask for some permissions. Once you've read through everything, go ahead and click I understand, and we're all set to go. For my first command that I've already prepared, I'm just going to go ahead and paste that in here. Whenever I prompt Claude, I make sure to use the CAFE framework. If you want to learn more about that, you can check out this video. But basically, in the CAFE framework, C stands for context. Who am I? What is it that I'm trying to accomplish? A is for action. What do I want Claude to do? F is for filters, and E is for what end result do I want. So for context, I told Claude that I specifically want B2B SaaS companies from the startup directory. I also told it very blatantly to not stop after the first page because we can see on the left side panel that there are almost 6,000 businesses within the startup directories. So I want Claude to go through all of them. And then for my end result, I said that I want a 3-column spreadsheet for founder's name, and company website. Now we can see that there's an ask before acting drop-down menu here at the bottom. I can either keep this as it is so that Claude will always ask before executing any tasks, or I can change it to act without asking. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. We can see in the window on the left side that there's an orange bar that's going around the screen. So that shows me that Claude is controlling the page right now. We can see that this pointer with the hand that's moving, this is me. The orange arrow on the left-hand side, that's where Claude is controlling the page. I'm just going to quickly review what's the approach that it's going to take. If everything looks good, go ahead and hit approve plan. People often tend to get stuck thinking that AI can't actually use the internet for them, like clicking on buttons, flipping through pages, and normally it can't because it's siloed within its own chat. But the Claude Chrome extension is able to open the Y Combinator directory and is able to read and click through just the way that I would, only faster. As you can see, it's already on some different pages, all without me doing anything. I just simply told Claude to keep scrolling through the directory until it gave me all the companies that fall within my ICP, so specifically B2B SaaS founders. We can see the Claude is still running. This is going to take a little bit of time, so we'll allow it to go through its whole process, and then we'll come right back when it's all finished. Okay, and it's all done, and I can see that this is only showing me the first 100 of the 2,613 that it's given me. It's provided me with a summary, and it says at the end that the CSV file has already been downloaded to my computer with the 3 columns that I asked it for. So let's just go ahead and open that up to check it out. Okay, so I've opened up my file in my Google Drive, and I do have my header columns here for founders' names, company name, and domain. I also see that in my name column, a number of the companies have more than one founder. In hindsight, I probably should have asked Claude to separate the names in the event that companies did have more than one founder, but learn from my mistakes and just make sure to specify that in your own run. And Claude was able to give me a great list of over 2,600 companies that I can reach out to, even with the founders' names. But the problem is that I don't actually have any emails that I can use to reach out to these people. And that's where Scalelist comes in. Scalelist is the #1 email and phone number finding tool. So this is what I'm going to use in order to enrich all of these leads that I just got from Claude. Now we can run this a couple of different ways. For smaller lists that are maybe under a few hundred leads, you can very easily run the enrichment directly through Claude using the Scalelist MCP. If you want to learn more about how to take that route, then make sure to watch this video. But to be completely honest, for a leads list of this size, where I have 2,600 companies, In order to preserve chat tokens and to prevent Claude from getting stuck in thought loops, I prefer to run my enrichment directly through the Scalelist web app. This is the perfect solution for processing lists with much higher volume. So if you're looking to enrich a list of maybe 500 plus or even in the thousands, the web app is going to be a much faster and easier route for you that allows you to have it running in the background while you're able to execute higher leverage tasks in the meantime. Just to show you the difference between enriching this through Claude versus enriching it directly through the Scalelist web app, I prompted Claude to see how this would go, so I just want to go through the results with you really quickly. I provided Claude with my initial prompt and my CSV file of all of the different companies from the Y Combinator directory. I started off with 2,600 companies, and Claude has already identified that this is in fact a really large file, but remember that some of my companies had more than one founder. So actually in total, I have almost 5,000 individual founders across my 2,613 rows, which is really incredible, but also makes my list that much longer that I need to enrich now. So Claude started off by wanting to do this in batches of 1,000. Ran into some issues. I tried to tell it to run smaller batches of 250, but then Claude realizing that it could actually only run batches in groups of 100. But for a list of almost 5,000 leads, that's going to be 50 batches of 100 contacts each, which is going to take a really long time, and it did. Because after more than an hour, Claude still wasn't finished with the list, and it had only gotten about halfway through. There's several times you can see in my chat that I had to say, go, keep going, stop asking me, just save each batch of 100 and move on to the next. And then once it got about 61% of the way through, I just said, okay, forget it. Put everything into a spreadsheet now. And then here I asked it to put each of the founders' names into different rows. It put everything into a spreadsheet for me, and then I asked it to make it a CSV. And then here's my final list where it has first name, last name, full name, company name, domain, email, and email status. So it's kept the emails that it's already found for me. So now I'm just gonna download what I have from Claude. I'm gonna drop this CSV into the Scalelist web app and let it run in the background for me. So in order to do this, we're going to go to the scalelist.com website to create an account and get a free number of credits to get started. Once you're logged into the Scalelist dashboard, on the left panel, we're going to go to Email Finder. And here we can enrich emails either individually by putting first name and last name and company name or company website. We can use the domain search, which is where we can put in any website and then search for leads in batches of 10, 25, 50, or 100 leads per domain. This we can also do individually or in bulk. Or for this particular case, we're going to be searching for emails in bulk. So this is where I'm going to drop in my CSV. I can either click on this box in order to upload my file, or I can simply drag and drop. I'm just gonna go ahead and drag and drop my file in here. And now we wanna validate our columns. So in the top, I just wanna make sure that all of these align with my actual columns. So we have first name, last name. Here we have first name and last name put together. I'm just not going to validate that column at all. We'll just ignore it for now. Here, I wanna select company for this one. Domain looks correct. Since we already have emails and email status from our run with Claude, we're gonna go ahead and just validate columns. And at the bottom here, you can choose what you want to name your list. I'm just going to leave it as is and go ahead and enrich all of my leads. On this page now, we can see that Scalelist is running the enrichment. It's accounted for the 2,400 emails that we already had in our list, and now it's searching for the remaining emails. Now, for every email found costs 1 credit, and no credits are charged for any emails that are not found. Verification is also included in the cost of the credit. Verification just means whether the email has been found valid or risky. Valid meaning that the email has been found and is confirmed deliverable. Risky meaning that the email has been found, but it's unsure whether or not it's deliverable. So it's up to you to decide whether or not you still want to use that email. Now, it's going to take some time to process and look for all of these emails, so we're going to pause it right here, and we'll come right back when it's all done. It's all finished. Scalelist has come back and given me 4,000 emails out of my 4,900 leads that I started with. So of those 4,000 emails, 3,560 of them were valid, and 443 were risky, and 926 were not found. All of our emails have been listed in this column here. Now I can choose to push these leads to my CRM, or I can choose to export and download as a CSV. Additionally, if I want to look for phone numbers for any of these leads, I can click on this blue button and search for phones, or I can even search for them individually directly from my list here. We started completely from scratch with the Y Combinator directory and our Claude Chrome extension, pulled over 2,600 different companies from the Y Combinator website with almost 5,000 individual leads. And we ended up with 4,000 emails in total. Now, this same workflow can work for any public directory or list of companies across the internet. Claude can read it and Scalelist can close it. Next, if you want to learn how you can enrich your list using only Claude and the Scalelist MCP, make sure to check out this video next. Now it's your turn. Scale smarter and not harder.